What's up, everyone? This is Anthony Gallegos alongside Bryan Ekman, the creative director and co-founder of Piranha Games, who are making the game MechWarrior Online. We're coming to you guys from a MechWarrior Online event. So right now we're seeing a new map called Caustic Valley, which is one of the new maps that you guys have recently rolled out for the game. So what's kind of different about Caustic Valley from, say, the maps that have been shown previously?
Well, one of the biggest differences, this is a much larger map than, say, Forest Colony. It's very open with a big, massive crater in the middle. It's also the hottest map we have, so players are going to have to manage their heat quite a bit differently than previous maps like Forest Colony or even Frozen City. So in the front here, you can actually see a volcano that's steaming. If you were to walk over top of that, your heat would go through the roof, so you have to be very careful about where you are on the map.
And I think it's worth pointing out that even right now, as you're walking in this mech, you're running at a base heat of 9%, just like by default.
That's right. As you can see, as I throttle up to full speed, it starts heating up even more.
And that's not something that would happen in, say, like the forest map naturally. That's kind of natural. That's a natural effect of playing in Caustic Valley.
Exactly. So you're going to have to slow your fire rate down. Battles are going to take a little longer. You're going to have to use a little bit more judgment and tactics. And it just kind of forces you to manage your heat a bit better.
I imagine you're also going to have to be a lot more selective with the type of weapons you bring.
That's right. I mean, you're going to want to focus mostly on low heat generation weapons. Ballistics will do better. Missiles will do better. Beam weapons, they're going to be challenged. So you're going to have to pay attention. It looks like we got a massive skirmish going on here, so I'm going to be careful. I'm about to run up my heat.
So something that, in a map like this, even though it's big and open, it seems like as you guys come out and there's the four of you marching at each other, you'd be like, oh, I'm about to get overwhelmed. But then when people get a little too gun crazy, we'll see that they'll shut down like this Hunchback did right here.
That's right. And he's vulnerable now, so I'm going to come in and smash him a little bit. Looks like
now we shut down.
Guess what? I'm going to override that heat. Boom.
So what's kind of the, you just overrid the heat right there. What's kind of the risk that you're doing as you do an override versus, letting it come back on its own?
Well, you can imagine if you have a lot of explosive ammunition inside of your mech, what would happen if it overheated? That's what happens. You cook off and you actually explode. So
okay, so it's a very high risk reward situation.
It's a very high risk reward situation. You want to be super careful. It looks like that Hunchback just bit the dust.
So something like the vision modes that you guys have been working on, like the thermal vision, that's not going to necessarily work as well on Caustic Valley. Or if someone was using it, they could hide behind these plumes, I take it, to possibly kind of give themselves a level of cover.
That's right. As you can see, overall, the map is a lot hotter. The mechs hide a little bit better. You can see in the distance, he kind of disappears a little bit more against the background. So thermal vision isn't as useful because it's already, the world is so much more, the ambient heat is much, much higher. Looks like this one took a kill here.
Is Caustic Valley always a daylight map, or is there like certain options to play at night, or is this is kind of how it always looks?
Right now, we're doing the day versions of each of the maps, but we do plan to release night versions. All of our maps are also going to feature some level of weather component, so rolling in weather like fog and rain or snowstorms. Caustic Valley is going to feature acid rain. It's actually there, it's not quite visible, and we're going to roll it in a little thicker.
So like the other maps, Caustic Valley can feature up to how many players?
Right now we can feature up to 16 players. That's what we're running in our beta. Our goal is to have 24. We're really close to reaching that goal. We're just trying to make sure the game's balanced and feels good and the performance is good. There's a few other things.
So that's a quick look at MechWarrior Online's Caustic Valley map. For more on MechWarrior Online, you should keep it locked to IGN.